One of the best services out there on Lakewood is definitely smooth mobile oil and tires. Here we have the owner, Yair. Yair, tell us about your business and how did you come up with this business idea?
Hey, Ephraim. So we came up with this business 4 years ago where I'm a busy guy, you're a busy guy. I'm sure you know other people are busy who don't have time to go to a shop. If they do have time to go to a shop, they don't have time to sit and wait at a shop. So they're pushing off their oil changes and not getting it done. So we thought, hey, just bring the oil changes to you at your home, your office, your workplace, wherever your vehicles are, and we'll get it done there.
I see that you added some businesses last time we met. I think it was like 3 years ago.
Yes.
When you started, and now I see you doing tires
yes.
and brakes.
Yes. So yeah, about 3 months ago we started doing tires. This is our designated tire truck. We only do tires out of here.
So that truck is for the oil and this truck is for the tires?
So yeah, right now we have 3 trucks. We have 2 oil change trucks, 1 tire truck.
Wow, so it looks like there's a whole mechanic you bring into this person.
Yeah, not a full mechanic, but basic maintenance. We got you. We do batteries, we do wipers, we do bulbs. With the oil changes, tires, and brakes, we pretty much got all the basic maintenance covered. So here we have Henry. He runs one of the trucks, and we're going to show you how quick and efficient it is to get the oil change done. Okay, so here he's about to take off the drain plug. We're just gonna let it drain, and once it's draining, we'll show you. We'll get to the.
So now you're taking out the oil, the old oil.
This is all the used oil. This is all the oil from the vehicle, and it's gonna go right into the catch pan. We'll close it back up and put in new oil.
Go ahead. Oop! Wow, this is all the black oil.
Yep.
You can see how old the oil is from the color.
Yeah, so I mean, you were not too over, but it's definitely ready to go, and you can see how dark it is.
What happens if somebody doesn't do any oil? Wow, look how dark it is. What happens if somebody doesn't do any oil changes?
So I mean, if it depends on how many miles, but the more miles you go, the worse it could be for the engine. I've seen some cars 25,000 miles over, and
really,
yeah,
and was about to die.
The engine needs the oil in it. At that point, there was not much oil left.
So if you're talking about miles, how often do you think is the standard time a person to change the oil?
I mean, your average vehicle that takes full synthetic oil should be changed at least every, about 6,000 miles.
6,000 miles.
Yeah, and that's it.
Is there a difference which oil you're using? Is there's better oil and there's
Yeah, there's better oil out there. There's oil that some people that could go up to 10,000 miles, but this is the most, from what we see, is the most efficient oil and the best for your vehicle, and it does the job. And the higher mileage oil is more expensive, but it definitely good for your vehicle as well.
So you say if you pay more for your oil change, you can go more miles. But you say the standard oil is 6,000 miles.
Yes.
Got it.
So you see, it's almost came to a complete stop, where the oil is almost all out. Then afterwards, Henry's going to go ahead and change the filter. Every oil change gets an oil change and filter change, oil filter changed with it as well. So yeah, depending on what vehicle you have, we have. Every car recommends a different oil. So we have, for your Toyotas, Hondas, we have 020, which is most common. So we have a big tank for that. 520.
I see. You have a hose for that. That's how you put it.
We use most often. So we take the hose, we put it straight in the car. But the other stuff that we don't use as often, for different vehicles, we have 520. We have 016 for the new Toyotas. They started putting 016 in.
But there's different oils for different car companies?
Yeah, a lot of cars.
Which one are you putting in for Ford?
Here we're going to be putting in 530.
What's a 530? That's a number of oil?
Yeah, that's what the.
Wow, look how clear the oil is. And this becomes black after like a few thousand miles.
Yeah.
So this, you don't have a hose, you have to put it in.
So we don't use it as often. And we're limited space on here, so we have different ways of keeping our oils.
Why does Ford use this type of oil? It's only for the SUVs or for older cars?
No, for most of their vehicles.
Wow, so you really have to know what you're doing, because every car, every engine needs its specific
Exactly.
oil.
Yeah.
If you put the wrong oil or the wrong engine,
it could be problematic. I mean, we have a software that once we put in the plate, it pulls up what oil to put in, how many quarts of oil to put in, so we know
Wow.
exactly what to put in, and we don't have any issues. As
Got
well
it.
as on every cap, it says what oil to put in here. Stands for that's for full synthetic 5W30.
Got
so we know exactly. It's a backup.
I feel like I do it myself already. Now
Yeah.
I see how you can't just do it yourself. Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah,
doing.
you just gotta know what you're doing. So here we're putting in the fresh oil. After we close everything up on the bottom, putting in the new oil, exactly how many quarts are needed.
The filter you put them underneath?
Filters on the bottom. Some cars are on the top. Majority cars are on the bottom. But after we closed up the drain plug, put on a new filter.
How much oil are you putting in this whole? How many
Six-
gallons?
6 quarts
6
flat.
quarts.
That's about a gallon and a half. And every oil change gets topped off with some washer fluid. And if we see that you're low, your tires are low, we'll throw some air in the tires. Yeah.
Amazing. So your phone number I see is over here on the thing, 732-802-7880. You open every day from when till when?
We're open every day, 9 to 7. First appointment 9:15. Last appointment 6:15.
Friday?
Friday, our last appointment's 2:30, 9 to 2:30. Yeah, 6 days a week.
All right. Thank you so much, Aslocha.
Thank you, friend.